Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down, big dog. Little Rock, Indianapolis, we back, and we in the motherfucking building. Jake Paul has came out with a hit list, man. Yes, sir. Jake Paul has definitely came out with a hit list, and you will be surprised on the names that are on that hit list. But let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Jake Paul. Anderson Gill first up took care of business. Then he had Nate Robinson. Guess what he did? He knocked his ass out, took care of business. Ben Askren, same thing, knockout, took care of business. And now on August 29th, on a Sunday, a day that is meant for football, we got Jake Paul taking on Tyron Woodley, his first real legitimate striker that he's going against. So you got to give him props for fighting Tyron Woodley. He's only 3 fights in with 1 amateur fight against Deji. Now, he added some names to the list that I just thought was wow. I'm looking at the list and I'm saying wow. Canelo Alvarez, some got as the pound for pound fighter in the world. Jake Paul think he's going to be able after 10 fights or whatever number that fight may be. He think he's ready to take on a guy as seasoned as Canelo Alvarez. Hey, I love the moxie. I love the attitude from Jake Paul, and I love him trying to dare to be great. Who knows? Maybe Canelo will entertain a Jake Paul fight when Jake Paul starts to call him out. We shall see. Also, Nate or Nick Diaz, that's a huge fight. Nate and Nick got big followings, big support groups. They have a huge fan base. And we already know Jake Paul being a Disney star, a global YouTube star, and now I'm turning this up into a global boxing star. Nick Diaz will be huge. Kamaru Usman, the welterweight champion of the UFC. Man, what a fight that would be. Kamaru Usman, we know, had already beat Tyron Woodley, beat him in a fashion that we probably never seen Tyron really get beat up until that point. After that point, you know what I'm saying, we see Tyron have better days. But before that, man, ain't nobody put paws on Tyron like Kamaru Usman. I'm telling y'all, I like what I'm seeing from Jake Paul. I like him going after Kamaru Usman. One thing about these UFC fighters, we have to understand, they have a bigger fan base because the UFC is a brand that everybody wants to get into. No matter if you're in Spain, if you're in Portugal, wherever you're at. If you are a good fighter, you want to get into the UFC. And we all know Jake Paul is a tremendous fighter. We all know Jake Paul is a tremendous fighter. So I like him matching up with Kamaru Usman. I like the fact that he's calling out Kamaru Usman, and Kamaru Usman got a good buzz about himself now. Let's go on to the next person on the list. After Kamaru Usman, we got Tommy Fury, the brother of Tyson Fury, the star of Love Island UK. That's a big international fight for Jake Paul. And we know Tommy Fury will be fighting on Jake Paul's undercard. First time Tommy Fury will be fighting in the States. So that's a big deal for him. And maybe we get a little build-up. He's fighting Jake Paul's homeboy. He's fighting Jake Paul's friend. If Tommy Fury was to knock out Jake Paul's friend, maybe that would entice the Jake Paul fight a little bit sooner than we maybe anticipate. I do think that with Tommy Fury being on Showtime, that fight could possibly be next if both guys come through victorious on August 29th. Return of the Mac, Conor McGregor. Now, we know Jake Paul has been trolling Conor McGregor, had a Conor McGregor chain made. He had all kind of things made and said about Conor McGregor. Actually, he gave the chain that he made to Dustin Poirier. So, I mean, there's a lot of background in that fight, a lot of bad blood, a lot of shit talking, a lot of just animosity between both guys, and I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Oh man, that necklace that Jake Paul made with the NyQuil bottle, I thought that shit was absolutely, positively funny as shit. And you gotta give you gotta give Jake Paul credit. You gotta give Jake Paul credit. He is absolutely, when it comes to trolling and just being relevant on social media, he does a damn good job. He does one of the best. A lot of boxers, a lot of athletes could learn a thing from Jake Paul about self-promoting and just making sure your brand is tight. Jake Paul does it better than anybody. So a fight between Conor McGregor and Jake Paul is absolutely dynamite. We don't know how much Conor McGregor has left. Maybe Conor McGregor in a boxing ring is better at this point than Conor McGregor in a cage. Because his last couple fights, even though he got injured, his last fight, we really haven't seen the Conor McGregor that we're used to seeing in the cage. So I would personally love to see a fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor. And here is the infamous Jake Paul chain that he made when Conor McGregor got knocked out by Dustin Poirier.
All right, check it. My new $100,000 NyQuil McGregor, Sleepy McGregor chain. Thank you, Benny the jeweler.
No problem.
Let's go.
We got 1 carats each over here of VVS diamonds with a hand-painted enamel of Sleepy McGregor.
Hey, McGregor, you better win tonight. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to fight, because if you lose, your career is over. And that $50 million offer I gave you won't be on the table anymore. Don't go sleepy. Good night, McGregor. Fuck, bitch.
Well, that $50 million offer is now off the table, and we know that he is offering Conor McGregor one Bitcoin. Next up on the list, we got KSI. A very, very good robbery right there. KSI was able to beat Logan Paul, and he got a draw with Logan Paul in their first fight. So KSI and Jake Paul, that fight been brewing. It was supposed to be next up when KSI beat Logan Paul, but KSI chose to focus more on his music and do the music thing. So let's see, will KSI be intrigued if Jake Paul keep winning in the sport of boxing and his name becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And now we have the wild card. When I seen his name, I was kind of dumbfounded. I was like, what is Jake doing? What is Jake talking about? But he put Gervonta Tank Davis on the list. We already know, man, Gervonta Tank Davis does big numbers, sellout crowds. He is becoming a boxing superstar. But I'm looking at the weight classes, and it's, to me, it just seemed like Gervonta will be giving up a lot of weight to go against Jake Paul. But Gervonta is a real fighter. He does have power. And if Jake Paul goes in there against Gervonta Davis, I mean, you have a lot of people wondering, can Gervonta slay the YouTube popular dragon known as Jake Paul? But you also got to think, Gervonta has never faced a good dude this big. And even though Jake Paul is not the traditional boxer with years of amateur experience, it seems like he's taking it very, very serious by what we're seeing in the sparring that he's doing. As you can see right here, he is going to work on this guy. He is going to work on guys his size, dropping guys who are bigger than him, really, really busting up guys' shit. Look at this guy right here. Nose busted, leaking. Walking forward, dropped him. Then bang, right here. You can get it too. Bang, you can get it too. Bang, you can get it too. So I don't know if I'm Mayweather Promotions, if I go that direction, but damn it, a guy like me, a fan like me, I am intrigued by that fight because Gervonta Davis is a real boxer, not a UFC fighter, not an NBA player, not somebody you can play with in the ring, and they're both on Showtime. So I think that fight right there could be huge. Let's see if that fight comes to fruition. And last but not least, we got Logan Paul, brother versus brother. Now, normally in the sport of boxing, you don't get brother versus brother matchups. The Klitschko's weren't willing to fight each other. The Charlos are not willing to get in the ring with each other. And I mean, for Jake Paul and Logan Paul to get in the ring with each other, they'll be doing something that no other boxing brother duos are looking to do. And I honestly, I don't know who would be the favorite. I think Jake is a better boxer, but Logan is a big guy. Logan is improving. He looked damn good against one of the greatest boxers to ever put on gloves in Floyd Money Mayweather. So with that being said, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, give it to me. Give it to me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love Jake Paul's list. I love Jake Paul's list. I'm enamored with it. I'm happy with it. And salute to Jake Paul for going out there, calling these guys out, putting these guys on notice, and letting everybody know what his plans are. That's bullshit. When you let everybody know what your plans are, man, salute to you, Jake Paul. I have no issues with your list. Let's see, does any of those fights come to fruition? Real quick, man, smash that thumbs up button in, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy the content, you can always super chat me. You can always cash at me right there, bam, oh, right there, bam, or PayPal me, bam. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how I get down, and y'all know what I'm about. With that being said, yo, Mike, drop a little beat on them. Until next time, yes, sir. Like and subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. I'm out this bitch.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers while they can still smell.